Today we are doing a class called Build Power in Your Stride for hip strength that improves your running, your squatting, and for ankle and foot mechanics, which improves your gait and capacity to walk completely aligned. So let's begin. Starting with using the help of a wall. We're not going to lay on it or anything. We're just going to bring our hands on the wall and step about a couple of feet away from the wall. Bring your right foot towards the wall and your left foot further away from the wall. Look down at your feet and pay attention to your feet. Spread the toes open so that they're not clawing in, and press into the center of your heel. Press into the big toe mound and the little toe mound. So you have a tripod position here for your feet. From here, you're going to step onto the front leg and push the heel down and feel how that activates your glutes. You can press onto your glutes and feel the activation as you activate that heel. Now step into the back foot and activate that back heel to hamstring to glute. The feet have to be parallel to each other, pointing directly forward. And again, lean forward onto the front leg. Try to have your hips completely square and activate that heel without losing activation of the big toe mount and the little toe mount, because that aligns your pelvis. And feel the glute activated. Great. From here, transfer your weight forward towards your hands and front leg, and we're going to march forward with the back foot. Push the floor away with your back foot and march forward. Give me about 10 of those. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change. Let's lean over the front foot and draw that heel down. Activate the glutes and lean back onto the back leg. Draw that heel down. Still using the mounts of the toes. Activate the hamstrings through the heel into the glutes. And let's lean forward. Again, check in. Your tripod is the 3-point of your feet, big toe mount, little toe mount, center of the heel, and you activate all three at the same time. Square your hips completely, lean forward now, activate the glutes and march up. 1, push the floor away from you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That mobilizes the hips and gives us a perspective of how we run, how we walk. Here, we're gonna step hip width apart so the ankles are directly under the hips. Toes pointed directly forward. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet, and now you're gonna center your feet. Big toe mount, little toe mount, center of the heel. Come up onto the tippy toes, heel raises, lower down. Be mindful of when you lower down to ground your heels, activate those glutes. Hips are square. As you activate the entire foot and the mount of the toes, you're centering your pelvis. Lift and lower. If you need to hold onto a wall, you can do that too. And continue. I want your feet to be directly forward and not open out. Now for the next one, optional grab onto a wall. or the back of a chair, and you're going to stand onto your right foot. From here, you're going to bring your left knee up and step it back. Left knee up, step it back. If you have a mirror, and you can do this in front of a mirror, observe, do you roll your foot out? If you roll your foot out, your arch deactivates, flattens, and your foot mechanics go out the window. So you want to keep the entire foot, inner, outer heel, and you want to keep your hips square and level, so that you know that you're not compensating in different areas for that, the mobility of the hips, the activation of the hips. This may be a little bit boring, but it will improve everything. If you have the proper feet mechanics, which leads to proper hip mechanics, great. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Just pay attention to your feet. Keep coming back to this class, because you may not get it the first time. It's minute but important. Opposite side. You're going to activate that left foot, and you're going to march. Lift with the strength of your hip. Great. Onto the right foot, we're going to lift. Just on one leg lift, hold the wall. When you drop, feel it. Change. Drop onto the heel. This is a longevity exercise. Great. From here, we're gonna step with the right foot forward. Step the left foot back in split stance. And we're going to bend both legs slightly and hinge forward. So you're hinging at the hips, you're not rounding your back, and you're not reaching forward, and your shoulders are not reaching, and your neck is not reaching forward. Everything from the hips up is moving in one unit. You're just hinging. You are teaching yourself the power of hip hinge. So we're gonna hinge here and come up. 1. If this is not challenging enough, you can go a little deeper. 2. Use your feet mechanics. 3. Push the floor away from you with the left foot and find the tripod on the right foot. 5. 6. Neutral spine. Change. Foot mechanics on the left foot, pushing the floor away with the right. Find your position. The feet are about hip width apart, and your hips are level and square. And let's go. Hinge. All right, time for split squats. Right foot forward. We are going to take split squat stance, and we're gonna lower and come up straight without hinging forward. So now your body is upright and you're using your core. You keep your foot alignment as we discussed. Hips are level and square. Work on it over time. You don't have to achieve everything, any sort of perfection in one class. It doesn't work like this. The body likes a progression, likes consistency. If you improve your hip mechanics, your strength will explode. Power, strength, speed. Feet. And change. Again, pay attention to your foot mechanics. The tibia is, so the front bone is over your ankle, you lower and you come up. You're here, you're not really looking for some sort of crazy reps and power, you're looking for good, solid, dare I say, perfect alignment. As much as perfection doesn't exist. But that's here, we really wanna align properly for our body. Great. All right, step onto the right foot forward. We're going to step back and step up with knee driving up. Using that hip drive, step down and really feel the power of your hips. 1, 2, use the foot alignment, push the floor away from you. Heel drives into the floor. Two more. And change. Step back, back foot pushes the floor away from you. Front foot, tripod, and you come up. And you feel how when you push that floor away from you, that gives you that hip power. Core engaged the entire time. All right, step the right foot forward. Left leg is in the back for balance. Find your foot mechanics here and slightly bend the right leg. And we're going to hinge at the hips for deadlift. Touch the floor or touch your shin bone and come up. 2, activate the heel on the right side. 3, 4, 5, 6, and change. Tripod on the left side, pushing the floor away on the other side just to begin. Slightly bent knee, and now transfer all your weight onto the left leg and push through that heel to come up. So you're activating left heel to left hamstring glute. Keep your hips square. Three, 4, 5, and 6, and let's step onto the right leg, and we're gonna go for foot mechanics on the right side. Back lunge with the left leg back, lower down, if possible 90 degree, 90 degree, 90, 90, and we're gonna hinge forward, and with the power of the back foot, push that floor away from you, push that heel down, don't lose the activity of your toe mount, and drive that knee up. 1, hinge, 2, foot mechanics, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and change. Foot mechanics on the left, step it back, push the floor away from you, hinge, push that knee up. 1, 2, 3, hinge, 4, 5, neutral back, 8. All right. Bring your hands behind you, and we're going to keep the feet parallel to each other, activate the feet tripod, and just turn to the right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. A few of those. And open the arms out, thumbs up, and rotate the thumbs back. Contract the scapulas or push the scapulas inward and down. So as you rotate the thumbs slightly back, you're gonna pretend you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Great. All right. Loosen out of this. Arms slapping side to side, fascia move, connective tissue move. And thanks for joining me today. Let me know how your feet and hips felt today. I'd love to hear from you so that I can design classes around this topic. And I'll see you with my next class. Have a great day.